All right, I'm here with Jake from Occupy Abilene. Jake, when did you become a member of the Occupy movement?
The local movement actually started back in October on Facebook with another gal, but we had problems getting people together, so basically when I saw police action start occurring at some of the camps, I was like, I've sat on the sidelines long enough. And so that's when I really made a big push to try to get the Facebook page, Twitter, Google+, get all that going. And it was a slow start. It was me on my own for the first couple, but eventually I started attracting some groups.
Good deal. From traveling around, I've been really impressed. I think it takes a lot more to do it in a small community when you sometimes are actually specifically really by yourself,
Yeah.
How would you describe the situation in the United States?
Broken is the best way I can think to put it. People United needs to go. Banks should not be too big to fail. There's too much money going one way, and it's not doing anybody good.
Yeah, not very many of us anyways.
No.
How would you describe the Occupy movement?
Evolving. I think a lot of the camps getting broken up kind of made a lot of people question what's going to be our next step. But I've told some of the other media outlets here locally that the movement's not about a particular location, it's about the message. And, I think that as long as the movement keeps the momentum, I think we're doing great.
I agree. Are you a member of the economic 99%?
Definitely.
Would you care to share anything about what that's like, just day-to-day life, for somebody in the 99% in America?
Right. Everybody struggles to make ends meet. I'm no different. I've got a wife. I've got a 2-year-old, and I've got another baby on the way.
Congratulations.
And thank you. Making sure bills get paid. Sometimes it's a stretch.
Got to pick and choose which things it's going to be this week.
Yeah. We haven't had to juggle too much, but I left Bank of America as part of the Move Your Money project, but also because of some of their bad practices that kind of put me in a bad financial spot. And I was like, this kind of thing doesn't need to happen. So we're just doing what we can.
Good deal. How long will you be a supporter of the Occupy movement?
I think as long as it takes. We want to see some big changes come about, to our government, our industry, and just to people's attitudes in general to, how they view those things. So, whether it's me or 20 people out here, I think the message needs to be heard, and I'll keep doing this until that happens.
Good deal. Do you have a favorite story or experience, something Occupy related, whether it was something that happened to you here or something that you saw on TV, just something that you'd like to share, maybe your favorite Occupy story?
I've really been drawn to the police actions because, you get to see what our state has evolved into, and some of the actions our government takes against us, and I think that really solidifies what people are trying to do. Personally and locally, it was like our second or third meet. We were in front of a city bank, and an old timer, long gray beard, rolled up and wanted to know what our sign says. And my sign says "People's government is not for sale." And I think the guy was an old hippie because he was like, "Man, I've been saying the same thing since '63."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Right on, man." So that was my own personal, that warmed my heart a little bit.
Good deal.
You could see that old hippie spark in his eye.
No, and personally, I would say it's nice sometimes somebody older than me to approve of what we're doing.
Definitely. We get a few out here. There's an older community that I don't think they completely understand and know what we're about. But we get some that are like they're behind us. Whether it's a honk or a wave, throw up a peace sign when they drive by. We do have our supporters.
Yeah, I saw today some of it over there at the Bank of America. It was really good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you would like to share with people who may not have heard of the Occupy movement or may be misinformed about it?
To the ones that are misinformed, I would probably say know where you're getting this from. There's multiple sources out there, some biased, some not, but try to form your own opinion on things. Don't just go with what Fox News tells you. I think for the people that just don't know what we're about, same story. Just take a few minutes, talk to an occupier, or go out there and do your own independent research online. Or I wouldn't say trust mainstream media, but occasionally they'll get bits and pieces. One of my favorite news programs is actually The Daily Show and the Daily Report. So for folks that don't understand us, just take a few minutes, find out what we're about.
Good deal. And do you have a message to share with your fellow Occupy movement members across the state of Texas and the world?
solidarity for all of you guys. We love what you guys are doing. We're here to stand behind you, and we'll do what we can to help.
Good deal. Thank you very much, Jake. Occupy Abilene.
Thanks, guys.